What's up, golds? What's up, folks? So in this episode we will do another Viper lineups for Fracture map. As we all know that Fracture is the biggest map of Valorant, so this will be a long video. So without further ado, let's get started. So for A side, for your wall, you must stand in this side of the entrance of A link, and then aim your crosshair there at the corner, just like that, that corner. And the wall will look like this on the map, just like this, so a straight wall, and then you need to deploy it just like that. So this is how the wall looks like. So it will cover everything from ropes, so everyone from ropes will be covered by the wall, just like that. And for the poison orb, before you deploy it or before you do lineups, you must make sure that everything is cleared here at ropes and in the sand. So if everything is clear, then stand in this corner here, this line, the center line, stand in between, or I mean stand in the middle, and then your reference point will be the edge of this bar here, metal bar, and then you need to point the upper left edge of the poison wall, just like this, just like that, and then you need to do a jump throw, and then this is where it lands. So the orb will land exactly at the upper floor of A site, there at heaven, and the wall will cover everything from ropes, and the orb will look like this. So it's like a one-way smoke, so you need to plant the spike here at the default spot of the spike, here, just like that. So for the snakebite post plant lineups, you need to go back to attacker spawn and then look for this line beside this door, that line, and beside that door there, just like that, and then you just need to align yourself with it. And for your reference point, look for this metal bar, the edge of this metal bar at the top of the roof, and then you need to point the lower part of the icon on your poison wall, just like this. Just look at this illustration. Point the lower part of the icon on your poison wall button, just like this, and just do a normal throw, just like that again, and then this is where it lands. So it lands at the spot where the spike is planted and also covered by the orb. And that is for the Viper lineups on A site default. So let's move on to another Viper lineups here at Dish. So for your wall, you look for this corner of these rocks here, these stones, and then you need to point the lower triangle or the edge of your lower triangle on that corner of the stones. And this is how it looks like on the map, just like that, a normal straight wall, and then you need to deploy it. And for the poison orb, you look for this corner here, this corner, and then for your reference point, look for the edge of this square on the floor, just like that, the top upper right edge of the square on the floor. And then you need to point the left click button or the icon on the left click button of your poison orb, just like that, and then you need to do a jump throw, and this is where it lands. So it lands exactly at the ropes, and the wall will cover everything, or the wall will cover everyone from CT, everyone from sand, and the orb will cover everyone from ropes. And that is the lineups for orb and wall. And then for the spike, you need to plant the spike here at the second floor or the upper floor of the A site, near that wall. And then for the post plant lineups, you need to go back to A dish, here at A dish, and then you need to look for this corner here, and that line, and then you need to stand in between or in the middle of that. And then for your reference point, the edge of this line on the tower here, just like that, that will be your reference point. And you need to point the upper icon or that diamond icon on the snakebite button, just like that, and then you need to do a normal throw again, and then this is where it lands. So it lands exactly at the spot where the spike is planted on the upper floor, and that is for Viper lineups on Fracture A site. So let's move on. And here is the Viper lineups for B site. So this is kinda complicated. So for the wall, you need to stand in this corner, and then you need to point your crosshair, or you need to aim your crosshair on that hole, just like that. And this is how the wall should look like on the map. And then you just need to deploy your wall just like that. And for the poison orb, you need to stand in between of the corner of these two blocks. That's just like that. And then for your reference point, you need to point at that edge of these leaves here, just like that, the edge of that leaf. And then you need to point the upper right edge of the right click button on your poison orb, just like this, on the edge of the leaves. And then you just need to do a jump throw, so the orb will land exactly at the stairs. And then this is how the wall should look like. So it covers everyone from canteen and from generator, also from city. And the wall will cover, I mean the orb will cover everyone from towers, just like that. And for the spike, you need to plant the spike near these two boxes there. And then for the post plant lineups, you need to go back here at B-Link, where you need to find this robotics department's words, and then you need to stand below the R&D. And then for your reference point, so this is the one that's kind of complicated. So you need to align the poison bar and the right side of the poison orb icon, or the poison orb button, in this, just like an inverted L. So this is how it looks like. So align the poison bar on the top side of the orange, and then the poison orb right side, just like that. And then you just need to do a normal throw, just like that, so it bounces. And this is where it lands. So it lands exactly at the spot where the spike is planted, near these two boxes, just like that. And that is for the first Viper lineups on B side. So now let's move on to the other side. So here at arcade, so if your team wants to push at arcade, so this is the lineups for arcade. But before you do lineups, you must make sure that everything's clear in arcade. So you need to clear arcade first before doing lineups, just like that. And if everything is clear, so let's get started. So first you need to deploy a poison orb, and then stand in this corner. And for your reference point, look for the edge of these leaves here, just like that, on top of the kingdom logo. And then you need to point the upper tip of the poison orb icon, just like that. And then you need to do a normal throw. So this is where the orb will land. So it lands at the entrance of ropes here at B tower, just like that. So it will cover everyone from ropes. And then for the poison wall, just look for this corner here, and then just draw your wall, and then the wall will look like this on the map. And then you just need to deploy your wall, just like that. So this is how the wall should look like. So the wall will cover everything or everyone from generator. Also it covers everyone from city and from canteen. So for this spike, you need to plant the spike here at default, here at the default plant spot of the B side of B side. So you need to plant the spike there. And then for the post plant lineups, you need to go back to B arcade and stand between, or I mean stand behind these two boxes, and look for this line here, the first line, just like that. And then you need to align with it. And then for your reference point, look for this spot here, specifically at the lower part of that spot, just like that. And then you need to point the upper right edge of the poison bar, just like this. So it will look like this. Then you just need to do a jump throw, just like this. And then this is where it lands. So it lands exactly at the spot where the spike is planted, at the default spot. So that is for Viper lineups on Fracture B site. And that concludes the Viper lineups episode for today. So that's Fracture Map. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow all my social media accounts on the description below.